What's up, internet family? My name is Aya. I'm a business coach, author, and international speaker. I talk all about growing your business and parenting. I coach parentpreneurs who are juggling business and parenting, and my consulting firm trains small, medium, and large sales teams on all things sales with a special emphasis on social selling and personal branding. If this is your first video with me, welcome. If you've been rocking with me, thank you. I'm happy you're here. This video is about accelerating your know, like, and trust factor. This is the final video in the series. This is the 5th video. If you want to see the other videos, you can check them out on YouTube or here on LinkedIn. Let's get into it. Let me quickly summarize know, like, and trust. Know, like, and trust is the holy grail of selling. People need to know you, like you, trust you to do business with you. All 3 things have to happen. They need to first know you're there, so you're visible. They need to like you. It's not just enough for you to be an expert or the authority. Then they have to trust you, because there's always an element of trust when you're doing business with someone. This final video is bringing all the things I've talked about into one big video, and we're talking about how to build KLT, know, like, and trust strategy, not just for today, but for 5 years from now. Let's define terms, because you hear things and it's like, what does that actually mean? What is that person saying when they say, I'm a brand strategist, I'm a business strategist? What does that mean? I did a little defining. Strategy is a noun, a plan of action or policy designed to achieve a major or overall aim. The art of planning and directing overall military operations and movements in a war of battle. The art of devising or employing plans or strategy toward a goal. For me, my definition of strategy is a blueprint for how you're going to achieve your major goal or aim. Whenever you hear me say the word strategy, it's not complicated or fancy, but it is a thought-through plan. It doesn't mean every time you do a strategy that's guaranteed. Just because people have strategies, there is no guarantee that your strategy is going to work. You have to try it. Even among the plans or the strategies that you hear someone talk about and you're like, that's a good strategy, we don't actually know if strategies are going to work until we implement them. But there are some good fundamentals to think about when you are thinking about your strategy. It's important to consider what your bigger aim is and how you want to get there. In strategy, people don't spend enough time thinking about what are they trying to do. People think about, I want to make as much money as possible. I want to make as much money as fast as possible. People are thinking in terms of revenue goals. There is nothing wrong with that, and there is a time and a place for that. I also think that to be a holistic human, there's other things in your life besides how much money you make. You could probably make $1 million an hour. If it's going to cost you 24 hours a day, would you do that? You have to think holistically when you think about your strategy. For example, how are you going to get somewhere? To get to that destination, you can fly, take a boat, walk, bicycle, rollerblade, skateboard, run. You can get to those same locations doing any of those things. Someone might want to fly. Even flying, let's take the example of flying. You can fly direct, nonstop, no connections, or you can fly with connections. People fly with connections because it's less expensive to fly with a connection than to go direct. All of these things come into consideration when you think about how you're going to get to your final destination. Some people want to drive because they want to sightsee, stop. The reason why I bring this up, it's important that you don't start to second guess your strategy that you designed for yourself because it looks different from someone else's strategy. Your strategy is your strategy, and it should work for you, not your neighbor, not your boss, not your colleague, not your competitor. I'm for your business being designed for you. I coach parents, and if you are a parent, you want to be an engaged parent, you want to be a present parent, I don't have time to be working 12, 14, 16-hour days. I just don't have time for that. I do not. And sometimes as a result of that, I may not be able to do what someone else who can does, or maybe someone else has a bigger budget than I do. When it comes to your strategy, you cannot look to the left or look to the right. This is the strategy that works for me because I thought about all of these things myself holistically, where I want my business to go, the pace I want to go there, and now I'm going to put this into play and it should work for me. If it doesn't work, you make tweaks. We're talking about your KLT strategy that works for you, not just for today, but 5 years from now. I want you to know that you're already lovable, likable, and trustworthy. You're deserving of being known. You're the only person that can start the journey of sharing your personal brand, your business, what you can do with the world. It always starts with you. You don't have to apologize for it. You don't need to look for permission. Your visibility always starts with you. Then, as much as possible, incorporate video into your marketing and nurturing strategy. Marketing is how people get to know you, and nurturing is there is a big gap between someone finding out who you are for the very first time and buying from you. When I say big, it doesn't mean it has to take a lot of time. That time is called nurturing. I would advise that you use video. You start to incorporate video. You need a video strategy, just video. Especially with the rise of AI, it's hard to even know what's happening. Is that real? Is that fake? What's going on? I think the rawness and connection that humans seek, I don't think that's going to change. As a result of that, you want to be on video. You want to use live video too. This is live. You can talk to me. I'm live. I want to remind you, humans love rawness. Humans love the rawness of being human. Don't let editing or elite production standards stop you. The higher the production standard, that means the more money they have in their budget. There is nothing wrong with high production standards. Listen, hear me. I don't want anyone in my DM. Hear me. There is nothing wrong with high production standards, but you don't need to let that stop you, because you can have high production standards, but if there's no connection, it's a waste of time. Prioritize connection first. It's not going to like you. That's just what it is. Everyone is not going to like you. You don't need to chase people who don't like you. Don't waste any time on people who don't like you. It is okay. The goal is not for everyone to like you. When it's clear that some people don't like you, that is okay. You should lean into that. You should lean in. Lean in. As long as you're being your authentic self, it's not going to attract everyone. Some people are just not into it, and that's okay. Double down on who you are so you keep attracting the people who like you. Practice integrity. So it's okay if you change your mind or your stance. Let people know what's going on in the process. The goal is for you and your brand to be integral. Launching. When I say launching, I mean launching your product or your service. Launches take time and money. When you are launching a new product or new service, understand that it takes a lot of energy to sustain a launch from beginning to end. Pace yourself. People are launching things, but they don't have the stamina to take it all the way through the end. They don't have the budget to take it all the way through the end. You have to think about that. Big brands have to think about that. Everybody has a budget. So know what's your budget before you launch something. Know your budget. Know your budget, because if you try to launch something and you don't have the budget or you don't have the stamina to see it all the way through, it is going to hurt your know, like, and trust factor. It's going to hurt your reputation. Be careful about that. The end. The end. The end, my people. The end. It's been so great to be here. My name is Aya. I'm a business coach, international speaker, and an author. You can email me at aya@ayaegbuho.com. You can visit my website, www.ayaegbuho.com. I do two things. I am a coach to parentpreneurs. If you're looking for an amazing coaching program or an amazing coach to get you and your business to the next level, definitely get in touch with me. If you are a company of any size, you have a small sales team, a medium-sized sales team, or a large sales team, and you want them to do better, you want to train them on selling, and particularly an emphasis on social selling and personal branding, definitely get in touch with us. We'd love to help you with that. It's been awesome talking with you. I hope you're having a great day. I'll see you next time. Bye.